What's up, BC? I guess in CD world. I'm back again. This time my video is going to be on albums I really want on vinyl that do exist. Some of these are hard to find, some of these aren't. These are just the top current ones on my head that I'm, searching for a reasonable price. Yada yada yada. Trade. If you guys got these, let me know. We can trade. I'll trade you out the CDs for vinyl, and we'll figure out if there's a difference in price-wise. Some of these CDs I know are worth more than the vinyl, so I'd be willing to even trade that out. I'm not really, unless it's a crazy difference, I don't really care. But I'm just going to go through it, try not to talk too much. I get stuck in the brain here when I get on this camera, so. Before I start, I failed to mention in the last video, the album I've been playing is Witherfall, Nocturnes and Requiem. I got this album 2 months ago. It's from this year. It is killer. I mentioned it a few times because I love the freaking album. It's their debut album. It is on vinyl. There's a clear vinyl version that I'm looking for that I didn't know about, so that's limited, so I'm searching for that if anybody comes up with that one. Killer, heavy metal, hard rock, think Sabotage meets Crimson Glory, Sabotage with Zach Stevens on vocal, the Edge of Thorns era and after. So that's what's on right now. It's a little low right now because it's on the slower part, but it'll kick in. And you heard on my last video as well. Killer. So far, this is my favorite album of 2017. And I literally just got it like a month and a half ago, 5 weeks ago. Alright, so now I'm going to get into the CDs that I really want on vinyl. Right. First of all, is a band I talked about many times because I love them from the late 80s, early 90s, a band called Arch. These are remasters and reissues, so the name on this is called Another Returns, but the actual vinyl is Another Return to Churchill, so I'm looking for that one. And this one is For the Sake of Mankind. Both covers are the same. Phantom Blue, kick-ass hard rock metal, all-female band. I'm looking for all their stuff on vinyl. I think that their first and second album are on vinyl. This one's particularly hard to come by. So, Phantom Blue. Here's a band, Lost Boys. This is one of those albums that are very emotional based. You can almost tell that as a writer, there's something to it for them. This is actually Randy O from Odin. If you know Odin, that's who the vocal is. And I think the guitar player from Odin as well. I think a lot of people from Odin are on this band as well. But this was their first and only major label debut. Looking for this on vinyl. It's not too hard to come by, just haven't gotten it yet. Le Mans. I posted their second album on my first updates. The second album was very hair metal, poppy. This one's very heavy. This came out on the Shrapnel. This is On the Streets by Le Mans. This is a little harder to come by, but it's a killer remaster. I just want it on vinyl now, the original vinyl. Here's a band called Scatterbrain. On their own, they're really good, but they do a version of, well, it's not a version, they do a song called Down with the Ship at the end. It's a bunch of old, hard rock and metal songs, melody into the song lyrics. So the lyrics are original, but the music's different parts of older songs. Sweet and Lynch. It's Michael Sweet and George Lynch. This is their debut. It actually is on vinyl. I think it's a European release only and limited. So I'm looking for that on vinyl. In case you guys haven't seen this one, it's Another Digipack, which again I can't stand because the binders get tore up, and it's one of my. For some reason I just can't come across this album. It should be pretty common, but it's a Candlebox, their debut album. This is the only album I really love by them, but it's hard to come by. I've yet to see it. I'm not paying. It's a common, so I'm not paying the crazy prices they want online. And then to ship it, I mean, it's not worth it to me. But if you guys happen to come across a copy reasonable, or trade, or whatever, just hit me up. One of my top two, man, I hate these Digipacks. One of my top two wanted Judas Priest albums is the newest, Redeemer of Souls. This is the Best Buy version. It has the bonus CD in it with the 5 bonus tracks. Has a bonus disc as well. You see it has the 5 extra tracks on it. So I'm looking for that vinyl. It's pretty common, I just haven't come across it yet. The vinyl doesn't have the bonus. If anybody has and wants to trade, I'm in. On this I have the black vinyl, Cobra and the Lotus, but I wasn't able to get the gold vinyl here in the US, which pissed me off, and I wasn't paying almost more than the cost of the album for shipping. But there's a gold vinyl version I'm looking for. That's their new album, Prevail 1, Cobra and the Lotus. John Norum, Total Control. John Norum of Europe guitarist fame. He's a killer Bach rock, guitarist. Although after this album he got more bluesy, which was still killer. This album, Another Destination, and I think the one after this one, I can't remember. I'm confused with the 2 after this. But there's 2 after this I think have vinyl as well. I know 1 and 2 have a vinyl that I'm looking for. I know this one's pretty common. The second one, the blue cover with him on there, is a little tougher. So I'm not sure with the third one. So John Norum on vinyl, period. I'm looking for almost all Riot. I think I only have 1 or 2 albums. But this is the main album I'm looking for on vinyl. And I know they re-released it on silver vinyl, silver marble. So I'll probably pick that up too, but I'm also looking for the original, if possible. This is the remaster or original? I think this is the original CD. Heir Apparent. I mentioned these guys before too. Those are very Queensryche influenced, very sounding like that, especially on this album, their second album. I'm looking for this on vinyl. Again, not expensive to find, just haven't gotten to it. This is actually pretty cool. This is the remastered, hand numbered out of 2000 edition, and it comes with a DVD of one of their shows back in the early 90s. There's another one, a band called Roxy, called Drive It To You Hard. Early Bon Jovi oriented again. Super tough, hard to find CD. Not hard to find, but expensive to find. But I'm also looking for the vinyl, and I know that's fairly expensive too. No, there's a Christian band called Rage of Angels. I'm looking for this on vinyl. I think the vinyl is actually cheaper than the CD. The CD's a little harder to come by. So I'm Regency Records. I'd have to look it up to be sure, but if anybody's got the vinyl, I definitely trade straight up, even if this isn't worth more, I don't care. As long as the vinyl's in great condition. A band called Wild Horses. This is their first album, it's called Bareback. Killer hard rock bluesy band. They do a killer cover of Tell Me Something Good by Stevie Wonder. And I love Stevie Wonder, and this is actually better than Stevie Wonder's, and I hate to say that, but who's on this? James Kodak. He's playing with Scorpions now. So yeah, killer album. This is the remaster. Leatherwolf. Just grabbed their 1 CD. This is what? The second album? Yeah, second album. I'm looking for all this stuff on vinyl, so you got anything, let me know. This is Every Mother's Nightmare. They have 4 albums. I think 2 of them are on vinyl. 1 or 2. Looking for the first and second at least on vinyl. This is Wake Up Screaming. I think this is their second album. As much as I don't like this album very much, it's got some good songs on there. I need this on vinyl. So I'm looking for a King Cobra Thrill of a Lifetime on vinyl. This is a boot. Yeah. A band called White Wolf. And I'm looking for their stuff on, all their stuff on vinyl, which I think is 2 of the 3. Is this the Japanese? Yeah, this is actually the Japanese version. You can't really see that. It doesn't have the OVI on. Cats in Boots, Kicked and Clawed. 80s hair band, or late 80s is it? 89, yeah. I'm trying to think who was in this. That people. Anyway, that's one of the vinyls I'm looking for. I know that's hard to come by too. Jeff Tate's new band, Operation Mindcrime. Their first album is actually on vinyl in Europe. I talked about these guys before too. David Wayne from Metal Church, or originally from Metal Church, he passed away. But their 2 albums are also on vinyl. These are the remasters, but I'm looking for the vinyl on both. I mentioned this band as well before, a band called Delane. This is their debut. They actually put out a 10th anniversary on vinyl version of this. I did not get it because I found out too late. It was one of those Kickstarter type deal things. And finally, Agonist's last 2 albums. Is it Eye of Providence? Yeah, Eye of Providence and 5. I'm not even sure if this one's on vinyl. Their first release with the new singer after Alyssa left for Arch Enemy. Which, by the way, if you haven't heard that new Arch Enemy song, it kicks ass. And I actually got that yellow vinyl pre-ordered from them. It's only out of 500. But it's called Eyes of Providence. And not sure, but I'm almost, it's from last year, so, or 2015, whatever it is. I'm not sure if that's on vinyl. I'll have to look it up. I didn't think about that. But I know this one's on vinyl, and they have a black and gold version, and I'm looking for both. There's plenty more I'm looking for. I mean, like I said, I just got back in the vinyl game. I've been watching it since 2014 to see if it was going to drop back out. And yeah, I kept on getting more and more excited about it. And I'm like, finally, I just said, screw it, I'm going to do it. So, obviously, by my updates, you see I've gone freaking haywire. But hey, it's better than hookers and drugs, right? A little vinyl ain't going to kill anybody. Well, it might kill me if I keep buying this shit. My wife might kill me. But anyway, that's my current so-so want list. My want list, I mean, could fill this room, my want list. I'm so far behind most of you guys because I started over again too. But anyway, that's my list for now, and I'm rambling, so I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Y'all have a good day.